The first thing that you need to know is that every single person gets scared of speaking in public, even the greatest public speakers. Good day, beautiful people. This is your favorite girl, Tenacious Precious, and today we're going to be talking about a very, very important topic: how you can overcome stage fright and speak with unshakable and unbeatable confidence on stage. If this is something that you want to watch, then please keep on watching this. You're a student volunteer at JCI, that's the Junior Chamber Initiative, and then your teammate looks at you and says, "Oh, I want you to take the opening speech for this event that is coming up in 5 days." Fear suddenly grips you. You tell her that you cannot take it, but she insists. Finally, the D-Day is here. The MC is about to call your name. You are so scared. At this point, you suddenly feel like using the toilet. Your hands are trembling. Your body is shaking. Your heart is about to jump out of your rib cage. You are so scared. Your mind is telling you, "Oh, I'm going to flop. I'm going to say rubbish. This is going to be the worst speech I'm going to give." Have you not been in these shoes? If yes, then you need to keep on watching this video. This is what we call stage fright. Stage fright is simply nervousness when talking in front of an audience, and the technical name is glossophobia. The thing is that research actually has it that 51% of people would rather be in a coffin than give a speech at a funeral, which is really bad. The major reason you are scared of speaking in public is the fear of rejection, ridicule, and criticism. Absolutely nobody wants to be laughed at, and so this your brain is just simply trying to protect you from this. And the fear in itself is not bad, but when this fear paralyzes you from taking action, from speaking in public, that's when it's actually very, very bad. And the thing is that you were not born with this fear. Nobody was born with this fear. But as you grew up, you heard a lot of "you cannot do this, you must not do this, it is not allowed." So this allowed the fear to be ingrained in your subconscious. Another reason is because of perfection. You always want a perfect video. You're so focused on, "Oh, I'm going to deliver a banking presentation," and we forget that the audience is the one on the spotlight and not you. You're supposed to be more focused on impacting your audience than delivering a very, very big presentation. So how exactly can you overcome this fear and speak with confidence? The thing is that public speaking is a skill. Emphasis on the skill, and skill. It's not a talent. So the ability to speak confidently on stage is not a gift that is bestowed upon only 1/10 of the population. No, it's something that can actually be learned. So the first thing I want to know is that the ultimate way to actually get rid of the stage fright is by practice. Practice, practice, practice. I said earlier that every single person actually has a fear of public speaking. Every single person gets scared of speaking in public. So when you practice more, you'll be able to manage your anxiety more. Just the way you don't learn to dance by reading book or dancing or by watching people dance, you cannot learn to speak confidently in public by just reading books on public speaking. You actually have to speak in public. But hold on, Tenacious Precious is here for you. I'm going to be giving you tips to make this very easy for you. So let's take a look at our illustration again, like the one we started in the beginning. Notice that her mind and her body had a part to play in the stage fright. Her mind was telling her that, "Oh, you're going to flop, you're going to say rubbish, you're going to forget your lines," and her body was showing responses like trembling hands, her heart was beating rapidly, and so on. So you have to actually combat this fear with your body, that is physiologically, and your mind, that is psychologically. So let's say you are on stage already. Let's start with controlling the body symptoms. Let's say you're on stage already, and then at this point you are very, very, your heart is beating rapidly. At that point, the best thing for you to do is to take a very, very deep breath. This will actually calm your nerves. And then if your hands are shaking really, you are trembling really bad, you gesture body, like broadly, but not this broad, you understand? You get my point, but just gesture broadly. That way you are redirecting the nervous energy and putting it into good use, so it's not be obvious that you are shaking. You understand? So if you sweat too much, the best thing to do is to hold something cold or drink something very, very cold. It's just like drinking a very chilled drink on a sunny day. It will calm you down and cool you down and return your body temperature to normal. Now let's move into the mind part. How exactly do you combat this fear with your mind, that is psychologically? The first thing is that when this fear starts talking to you and starts saying, oh, you are going to flop, you are going to say rubbish, the first thing to do is to actually greet this fear. Say, okay, this is me being nervous because I am about to do something very important. It's very okay. It is good for me to be nervous. It's okay. That way you put your fear in check. And the second point is be in the moment. Be in the moment. You know, most times when we are scared of speaking in public, we're always thinking in the future, we're always saying, oh, I am going to flop. I am going to do this. So being in the present will actually take your mind from the fear. So you can do tasks that makes you be in the present, like let's say saying tongue twisters or counting backwards with weird numbers like 7. So instead of you can say 100, then 93, then the next one and the next one. That way you'll be in the present. You stop thinking about the future, stop thinking about how you're going to flop. 3, have the mindset that your audience is rooting for you. How do you feel watching a neighbor speaker? I want to answer. Let me know in the comment section. Most of us actually feel bad watching a neighbor speaker. I feel bad for the neighbor speaker, right? But I know that there's a particular percentage of us that actually enjoy watching a neighbor speaker. But most of us do not. So the thing is that remove your mind from the point that your audience is judging you. No, your audience is not judging at you at all. They are rooting for you. They want you to do well. So when you have this mindset to help you calm down, and if you are still scared of your audience looking at you, another thing you can do is to divert their attention. So let's say if you have a PowerPoint presentation or if you have a video, you can show them. That way you are directing their attention from you to the video or to the presentation or to the slide that they are looking at, and this will actually give you ample time to calm down and get yourself together. Now let's move to the fourth point. Think of it more like a conversation than a presentation. You know that we are also focused on, oh, I want to do well, I want to deliver a top-notch presentation. But when you reframe the situation as a conversation, as if you are conversing with your audience, it will reduce your fear and to keep it in check. And another way to do this is by using conversational language. It is not enough to tell yourself in your head that, oh, I am taking it as if I am talking to these people as if I'm having a conversation with them. You actually have to use conversational language. So what's a conversational language? So instead of saying, today I'm going to be teaching you how to speak in public, use something like, today you are going to learn how to speak in public. Notice that I use the conversational language you. So you can say you, us. So resist the urge to say I. Focus on them. So it's you, us, we. That way you are including them in the conversation or in the presentation. My big challenge for you today is to speak in public and face those fears. You can start by doing little things like answering a question in class or sharing your ideas in a meeting or just doing something that will make you not be afraid of speaking in public. I think that I said earlier, you cannot overcome this fear. It just takes baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, and soon you'll be on your way to speaking confidently in front of a large audience. Cheers to a life of speaking up without freaking out. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I would like to know. And this is Tenacious Precious, reminding you that effective communication is not about perfection, but about human connection. Till we meet again in my next video, keep smiling and stay happy. Peace.